One of the world's most destructive fishing methods is bottom trawling, which involves dragging massive nets across the seafloor, destroying almost everything in their path. In an alliance with local environment and fishing groups that are members of the DSCC, is campaigning to get the government to ban bottom trawling on seamounts. Deep-sea corals can be wiped out by a single trawl, and every year New Zealand trawlers drag up many tons of corals, damaging or destroying fragile ecosystems in New Zealand and the South Pacific. Many of the creatures killed by bottom trawl nets are new to science. We also know that bottom trawling creates huge carbon emissions. Facing twin crises of biodiversity extinction and climate change, there is no excuse for fishing this way. But the tide is turning on this devastating fishing practice. Last year, a petition of more than 50,000 signatures called on the government of Aotearoa, New Zealand to end bottom trawling on seamounts and similar deep-sea features. We are confident that this milestone will usher in a period of stability that will enable rights holders to invest, modernize and protect jobs in our fishery. The hake deep-sea trawling industry catches about 84% of the annual allowable catch for hake, and safeguarding the sustainability, international competitiveness and socio-economic well. Trawling is a fishing technique that involves dragging a large, weighted net behind vessels. The technique is non-selective, meaning that it generally does not allow specific species to be targeted. Non-target species caught in the wake of trawl nets, and subsequently discarded as bycatch, suffer high mortality rates. Trawling is responsible for a wide variety of severe and interconnected ecological problems. In addition to bycatch, these problems include habitat destruction and disruption of soft and hard-bottomed ecosystems, sediment resuspension, increasing the oxygen demand in ecosystems, disrupting food chains by removing predators. It is releasing massive amounts of CO2 emissions, released from the ocean floor. These are but some of the devastating impacts of bottom trawling, which lead to a loss of abundance in marine ecosystems and leave deep ecological scars that may take decades to heal, much like clear-cutting a forest. A national online survey was conducted among 1,657 adults in Canada, with a secondary sample boost among 805 adults in British Columbia. The results below are based on this online study conducted from May 15 to May 17, 2022.
$50 if you swallow this.
The survey questions are specific to bottom trawling. NBC, midwater trawling, i.e., where the net is not dragged on the bottom of the sea floor, is also used. Changes in fisheries management policies now allow both bottom and midwater trawling gear to be carried on board trawling vessels at the same time.
The door legs, and they fully disconnect the door from the net once they're off. Here's when the fun happens.
With use and gear changes varying between vessels and locations. Because the majority of trawling takes place offshore, distinguishing what gear is being used and when is inherently difficult. This descriptive technical blog report aims to remain at a higher level discussion within the confines of transparency and policy reform in the trawler industry. Midwater trawling is similar to bottom trawling, except the net is towed in the middle of the water column. This fishing mechanism targets schooling fish like sardines, shrimp, and squid. Like bottom trawls, turtles and whales can become entangled in the net. TEDs are required in the pelagic shrimp fishery. In the United States, pilot whales, white-sided dolphins, and bottlenose dolphins are particularly susceptible to entanglement in midwater trawling gear because they swim in this part of the water column. Midway trawling or pelagic trawling target fishes that are living in the upper water column of the ocean. The funnel-shaped trawl nets are hauled by 1 or 2 boats. This method is generally used to catch fishes of a single species. Unlike bottom trawling, this type of trawl does not come into contact with the seabed and hence is not involved in damage of marine habitat. Some species caught with this trawling method are mackerel, herring, and hoki. However, there may be some disadvantages in using this method, as in the process of catching the targeted species of fish, one may end up capturing non-targeted fish accidentally, and thus discarding of juvenile commercial species of fish may impact on the population. Still, bycatch level is typically lower. Midwater trawling is also known as pelagic trawling. Midwater trawling catches pelagic fish, whereas bottom trawling targets both bottom living fish, ground fish, and semi-pelagic fish. The gear itself can vary a great deal. Pelagic trawls are typically much larger than bottom trawls, with very large mesh openings in the net, little or no ground gear, and little or no chaffing gear. Additionally, pelagic trawl doors have different shapes than bottom trawl doors, although doors that can be used with both nets do exist. Midwater, pelagic, trawling is a much cleaner method of fishing, in that the catch usually consists of just one species and does not physically damage the sea bottom. However, environmental groups have raised concerns that this fishing practice may be responsible for significant volumes of bycatch, particularly cetaceans, dolphins, porpoises, and whales. Risks to sea turtles. Sea turtles are at risk of being captured in midwater trawls as they transit from the bottom, where they rest and forage, to the surface, where they breathe. Because turtles have lungs as humans do, the likelihood of drowning increases the longer a turtle is held underwater. Turtles can be crushed by the weight of the catch on top of them, resulting in broken appendages or shell. Injury may also occur when the net is emptied onto the fishing vessel and turtles are dropped onto the hard deck along with the catch. The stress of being captured can leave turtles exhausted and barely alive when they are tossed back into the water. Risks to marine mammals. Many species of marine mammals forage and swim at midwater depths, putting them at a high risk of being captured or entangled in these trawls. As marine mammals are swimming to forage and migrate, trawling vessels can entangle these animals in netting and tow lines or even cause disorientation due to vessel noise. In the northeast United States, pilot whales and white-sided dolphins are particularly susceptible to being caught in midwater trawls in near-shore areas. Bottlenose dolphins are particularly susceptible to being caught in midwater trawls in near-shore areas in the southeast United States. Killer whales and Steller sea lions are occasionally captured in the Alaska region. Bycatch reduction. Sea turtle mortality in trawl gear was once very high. Turtle excluder devices have greatly reduced mortality in some trawl fisheries. If small and juvenile cetaceans reach the code end of the net, they may also be able to escape through the TED if not entangled. Mitigation measures are similar to those recommended for bottom trawling, such as reducing the number of turns per tow and tow duration. Ongoing research is investigating how animals might behave differently when in vicinity of fishing vessels and assessing potential gear modifications that might lead to animals avoiding trawls.